welcome to today's video. We're going to be continuing to look at some rust proofing on the Micra. Now, there is, on models that have the pop-out rear windows, there is this plastic section that runs here with this tray here. And obviously the tray is quite a nice area to store things for the backseat passengers, but it's also a lot harder to get out than the other solution, which is literally just a press-in panel that sits in here. So to get this out, I'd need to remove all of this and then obviously sort of undo that and then pick this out from there. It's not actually terrible, but you can actually do a couple of little holes like this. So to do this, I've used this type of drill bit here and just drilled it down to the second marker here. So what I'll be able to do is get this little thing here, which attaches to my Dinitrol bottle, poke the nozzle into there like so, and then be able to spray liberally into the cavity in there, hopefully coating all of the relevant areas. I'll be able to do the same with this hole here. What I'll then be able to do with a couple little rubber bungs, plug them up, and then that's ready until the next time I need to do it. It also means I've got quick access to be able to rust proof the area, and I don't need to remove any cumbersome trim. So let's get this attached to my Dinitrol. It's also, what it's worth doing is taking measurements here to here, here to here, and here up to the top, and here to the bottom. Same story with this one, to make sure that you get them central on both sides so that it looks like you actually intended to have the holes there. Do not drill too far into this one, otherwise you will hit the outside panel. As it is, there is a bit of movement, so there is quite a bit of, probably about an inch worth of space between here and the outside panel, but better safe than sorry. Right, let's get this Dinitrol out of the magic bag. Give it a shake. It's probably actually better to do it when it's warm. And it's actually better to do this when the car's actually warm. No, sorry, the outside of the car's warm, so if it's been sat in the sun for a while. So let's poke this into the hole. Make sure we get it, there we go, right in there. Now we want to keep this off the trim as much as possible, so what I'm going to do is I have this little thing here, which I can pop the Dinitrol into, like so. Would help if the seat didn't go back, but that's the design of the seat, so it can't be helped. So we'll pop this onto here, like so. And there we go. As you can see, I've got it on there, but I have some wipes to be able to remove that. And you can hear it going in there. It's spraying all over the place, filling up said cavity. One thing to check as well is it hasn't got on the seat belt, which it hasn't. There we go. So that's a little bit there. And then we'll do the same story with this one here. Make sure that it doesn't seem to be sort of coming down anywhere. And that should be enough. So I have also within the car a selection of baby wipes. These are particularly good for getting rid of stuff like this. And baby wipes. As you can see, oops, there we go. Even if it gets on the carpet, And on the trim, you can very quickly, with said wipes, actually remove the worst of it, and then you can use some isopropyl to get rid of the rest. It is worth doing this in a car with the windows open, because obviously the smell of this stuff, it is quite a heady smell, so it's obviously a solventy smell, so you want to have the windows open. But that's a really good way of being able to get into those cavities without having to remove those panels. So, if you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Do you know what? It's happened. That thing that we all fear. Finding rust on your car. In this case, it happens to be the front crossmember of my K11 Micra. And do you know what? They all do that, sir, to quote standard dealer-style parlance. So, on the K11, certainly the facelift K11 like mine, so the K11 coil pack, K11C, K11E, or whatever you want to call it, they always seem to go in this spot here, which you can see me cleaning up, and also in the identical place on the other side. So beneath that hole there is another piece of metal, which is actually a strengthening piece of metal for that lower beam, and it just seems that they sit possibly moisture pools in there, but it seems that that's where they like to go. So what I've done, just to sort of keep things at bay until I can replace the entire crossmember, which would be a waste because the rest of the crossmember's in pretty good shape, I've cleaned up the area, sprayed it with a load of rust neutraliser and injected it full of wax. So I hope it will pass the MOT, but you never know. It's I suppose technically it is a load bearing structure, so probably need to be a bit careful, but fingers crossed. Anyway, all good fun. Speak to you all soon. Have a nice day.